Welcome to Villainous Wednesday. This is the last Villainous of 2025. Next week, it will look different. I'll be working with some editing programs on my laptop. Anyways, let's get into this. We have Dr.Facilier. Don't mind that. Let's get started on the locations right from the get-go. We have the Voodoo Emporium, the Parade, Tiana's Place, and the Bayou. All right. Now, this one, not as fun as other ones. This one is very tedious and can be quickly overrun by your opponents. If you've noticed, there's a piece. If you've noticed, there's two decks here. This is the Fortune deck. I'll be getting into this very quickly. But the whole idea is to have the talisman on your side and to rule New Orleans. To rule New Orleans, you need to find this card, play this card, and then it goes into this deck. Is that it? No, of course not. That would be too easy. Then you need to be at this location to play The Cards Will Tell. Playing this will allow you to pick up your fortune deck, shuffle it, draw 3 cards at random, and pray to find that. So, how is this confusing? Well, there are 3 of these. Sounds nice and easy, except you have to play it while you're here at the Emporium, while also having the talisman in play on your side. If the talisman is on your side, it can be taken by any hero that has 3 or more strength, just because they came into play. Then you need to take out that character, so that way you can have the talisman back. So that's one way that your opponent can mess with you. All right? Now, this fortune deck I've already filled with a bunch of cards, just so that way we can all see. But here's the Rule New Orleans. If your opponent decides to pull this from your Fade deck, this lets them look at the top 3 cards of your deck. All right? And then, sure, they'll just turn them all into cards that go into your fortune deck. So now, that shuffle, not looking so pretty. Now, there's 3 the cards will tell, so that way you can, choose 3 cards at random, and then use the fortune ability. So for Shadow Spirits, it has take 2 power, then discard the cards. There is still a discard pile. And then you do it again and again and again. Now, if you have these characters in play and you need to take them out, you're probably going to use these guys, the Masked Spirits. They do nothing when they come into play. But when they attack and they get discarded, they all go into that, you guessed it, the fortune deck. Now, I'm just going to put 2 of them here and 1 on top. And then you go through and you play The Cards Will Tell. If you pull one of these as your first or second card, but you haven't pulled Rule New Orleans yet, that ends. Its ability says that this will be the last cards that you look at when you're revealing cards from the fortune deck, and then it gets discarded. Yep. So you have just stopped yourself because you have to continue taking out heroes. You can always make sure that you can do things as long as you're on the location with your cane, because you can reach over and you can do something other than fate. You're not allowed to fate. And if you need a character to move around with you, if you go to the same location as the Shadow Man, you can decide on the turn when you move to bring the Shadow Man with you. This board can be really fun to play, and you can win very quickly. But your opponents can stop you from winning very easily. I would put this on the bottom tier of decks that I would choose to play. But it has its upsides. It can be fun. Because you have lots of options to gain power, play cards, because you kind of need to do that. And we played with a different rule, amongst friends, of course, for playing this. It says that you get to choose the 3 cards. If you play this while you're at one of these 3 locations, then your opponents choose the cards. It's, of course, at random, so it's not really that big of a deal. But to play it properly, you have to be at the Voodoo Emporium to play that card. So you're constantly going to be jumping over here. So you might want to put the cane here so you can reach over here to gain one of the abilities there. Now, going forward into 2026, next Wednesday, I will be beginning a playthrough of characters that I've already gone over. Would love to hear which characters you guys would love to see. I've already been asked to go over the how to plays. So that might be the first video I do next Wednesday. Just a general how to play. And then we're going to get into solo play. We're going to continue the walkthroughs of each character. So I've got a big 2026 coming ahead, and I would love for you all to be there with me. So make sure you hit the like button, share if you want to, hit the comments so that way you can type and I can talk to you, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time, and we'll see you guys tonight for the final short of 2025.